G'day again and welcome back, viewers. Another KTM update. Wheels are in, chain's on, new chain, still got that 40 Pilot Jet, we'll get back to that. Front wheels in, brakes sorted, got my Contis fitted up, string line balanced, pretty much good to go. Look, I've got my riding kit, all the stuff that I need. Got the warmers. Looks like I might be off to maybe Pheasants Wood first for a turn on it in about 4 weeks time. But what I'd like to get back to and talk about is the jetting, and specifically the Pilot Jet. What I learnt, where I had been looking for information, was inside the KTM spare parts list, what you get with the bike, and what else was available, and I just buy the OEM parts. Came with a 22.5, I think. I put a 27.5 in it. It was too lean on the Pilot Jet. I bought a 40 thinking that would be fair, and that was a number that I saw bandied around on the forums and things like that. When I put the 40 in it though, it didn't really lean it off as much as it needs to, and I looked in the KTM book and you can get up to 50, okay, and I bought a 50 and a couple of smaller ones. But I started to think the difference that it made going from the 27.5 to a 40 wasn't enough, and I don't think the maximum that you can get in the book, which is a 50, is going to be rich enough. It'll still pipe bang and the idle will hang. In other words, it's too lean still, I'm sure. This is where I'm going to make a bold prediction. And then I understood, after I did a little bit more research into the actual jets that are available for the TMX, not KTM, for the carburettor, and a number that I'd always had in my head was around 60. And what I've done is I've bought a 55, a 60 and a 65. There they are, sitting right there. They're new, I haven't put them in. It's still got the over there, it's still got the 40 sitting in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start it up and just demonstrate to you why I think it's too lean, and I know it is, but exactly what's going on. At the moment the air screw is at 1.5, alright, for a McCuney. That's your base setting. You go plus or minus an eighth maybe, if you, and that adjusts the response as the RPM goes up as well. The Pilot Jet delivers fuel from idle all the way to maximum revs at full throttle. It keeps supplying fuel, and the higher the revs go, the more fuel it's going to draw, and you adjust the correction that's been affected by your air screw to where you need it to be. And really starting there, if you're outside that, 2 turns for example, that's nowhere. It's right, it's like having your dampers screwed all the way out. There's just fucking nothing happening. And it even says 2 turns in the book, so I'm starting to, the sun's come out. It's just popped up over the horizon for me. Because I had to have it with a 40, I had to have the air screw mixture at a half a turn to get a reasonable response as the RPM go up. And I'm going to start it up in a minute with a 40 at 1.5. Then I'll wang it into half a turn and show you the difference it makes. But my bold prediction is that the 60 will probably cure that, and that's what I'm going to put in it, because that's my spidey sense telling me that's where I need to be. And I don't think I've ever seen anybody in a cycle shop or on a forum talk about jets that big for them, which kind of deterred me a bit. And so I sort of delved a bit closer and just recently watched one from a cycle channel with an American accent, and talking about these things, and he says that he doesn't worry about the pilot jet as long as it idles okay. And what he didn't say was, as long as it idles okay in the shop, for me, I'll cover it when I rev it up if I'm going to demonstrate it to you. But when you get it home, mate, all bets are off. It's they're just full of shit. It's a bit like some guitar bullshit. This, you know, I put a JD jet kit in it, and that fixed everything. What a fucking load of horse shit. It must be my, again, prediction, because I don't know enough about them, but that blue needle must be the fattest thing that just leans them off, and gives a faux impression that they've fixed everything without even addressing the slide or getting the pilot system to work the way it should. So I'm going to pause it here. I'm going to start it up, warm it up, and then I'll give you a little demonstration of why I think it's too lean. And I've ridden it like that, and it's just too lean. On the overrun, it's just dang, 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 running you down the road a bit. So I'll pause it now and make some noise, and we'll be back shortly. Okay, it's warmed up. It's got the 40 in it, and what I'll do is I'll just tickle the throttle up, and I'm just saying, I'm just lifting the idle up the tiniest bit, and it'll start to run away. Just gets too lean and starts to run away, and you listen to the noise it makes as it's running down. Let's go. Hurt your ears as much as mine. Anyway, it runs away. It's too lean. So I'll put the 60 in it, and we'll be back. Okay, here we are back again. It's got the 50 in it now. I put the 60 in, and wet the plug. It's too rich. And I've just warmed it up and run it with the 50, and it's too rich as you roll throttle open, but it's still got the bang 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 overrun. Now what's going on there, kiddies? I want you to explain to me what's going on here. That's a pretty slow idle. It's still rich, but the bang, 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 overrun. Now, this is the first thing that struck me when I started this thing the first time. Does the crankshaft seal on the ignition side suck air on this thing? Because it sounds like it does. That's exactly the noise they make when they're drawing air in down there on the crankshaft seal. I don't know. I put the 60 in it. It was too rich. Wet the plug, so I was wrong there. I put the 50 in it, and you just heard it. It's too rich off the bottom. It's probably the 40 or a 45 might be the right size. Turns out people may have been right. But why is it so lean on the overrun like that? What's going on? And the way, if you just tickle the throttle up, this thing just starts to go nuclear. It just gets leaner. Leave comments. Actually, I've got to thank a lot of people, because I got more talking about 50-to-1 oil ratio, more than 50 subscribers. I'd like to say thank you for subscribing and watching, and hopefully you're learning a little bit about this. But I'm at a bit of a crisis point here, because the 40 or the 45 pilot jet is going to be right for the response. The running lean on the overrun has to be coming from somewhere else, unless it's something that these carburetors do. And I'd like people with experience that know about them, maybe out there with our 50 subscribers in this little community, who knows about that? Let me know. I'll carry on. That's my update. A little bit overdue, but that's where we are. See you next time. Thank you.